So, like I was saying, the doctor pretty much dismissed my theory of why I was miscarrying, which I really feel was the reason because estrogen dominance it is reversible, and I was taking a supplement called DIM, which is known to balance your hormones and get rid of any excess estrogen that you have. In the first month I started taking it, I got my BFP. So I really feel that if I do take the time, the 3 months, to do all the things that I have researched to help reverse the estrogen dominance, that my body will be better prepared and my estrogen levels will be where they need to be to sustain a pregnancy. So that's going to be my plan. But, anyways, going along with what the doctor was saying, they still didn't give me any progesterone supplements. I said to him, I would really like to take the supplements, and he said, at this point, I don't feel that they would be beneficial to you since you are bleeding and you're bleeding like a normal period. So he didn't give them to me. But he did say, but we will check your levels again and see if they're lowering properly. So he took my blood again, or the phlebotomist took my blood again, and I went home just feeling so defeated, so down, thinking, this is it. So um, I went home and I had to work the next day. And for some reason, this stupid OB, they have my work phone, and I put that down as a secondary contact, and they always call me at my work phone for some reason. My cell phone is my primary contact, but I get into work on Tuesday morning, and apparently the doctor called that night around 6 o'clock that night, left a message on my work phone, which I wasn't at work Monday. But anyways, he left a message and saying, we don't know what's going on, we don't understand this, but your level went up to 41, I think, 41 or 44. So we want to recheck you again in a couple days, and we need to know. Oh no, they said they found out that my blood type was B negative, so they wanted to give me a shot to help prevent future babies from being stillborn because something with negative blood types, it can cause your baby to be stillborn or something. I don't know. So I had to get some shot. Tuesday morning, I had to go to a local hospital from my work. And when I went there to get the shot, a whole bunch of drama happened where I was so pissed because they said, oh, just go right to the hospital. We'll call in the order for you so you don't have to wait. So I get there. The order isn't called in, of course. And the lady says to me, they never faxed in the order, called in. I just said, I'm not surprised. Let me call them. So I called them back. I said, listen, you didn't send the order over for the shot. Can you please fax it to this number? And I sat down in the waiting room, waiting another 20 minutes. At this point, I'm really emotional. I'm really mad and confused because now my level's going up when they said I was having a miscarriage. So I just wanted to hurry up and get this and do what I needed to do. And 20 minutes go by and they still didn't call. And I called up and I said, listen, someone needs to fax this over. I don't care if it's a nurse, a receptionist. Somebody just fax the order over so I can get this shot. I have to get back to work. So they finally did. And I had to go up to the birthing center to get the shot. Such a total emotional wreck. I'm seeing women going in labor. I'm seeing newly born babies, people holding their babies, visitors coming in. It was just horrible. I don't know why I had to go up there to get the shot administered, but I did. And meanwhile, while I'm there, the doctor that I talked to on Monday was there, and he's talking to me and just speaking total foolishness to me. He's saying, oh, I'm so glad you came and got the shot. I was thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, this pregnancy's going nowhere and all this stuff. And then he proceeds to say to me, if you're still bleeding and things, I'm just concerned that it may be ectopic, and we didn't find anything on your ultrasound because they did do an ultrasound on me on Monday, but I was so early at that point. I was 5 weeks something. And he's like, we didn't find anything, so we might have to terminate this pregnancy. And I said to him, you're not terminating anything until you can tell me 100% certain that it is ectopic. And you could tell that from an ultrasound when you're 6 weeks. So you're not terminating anything. And he's like, yeah, well, I just feel that this pregnancy is not going anywhere. And I said, yeah, that may be. I said, but the reason why it's not is because my progesterone was so low and you people won't even give me suppositories. So he's like, that doesn't matter, this and that. I was like, no, I have estrogen dominance. I told him, you should look it up because it's a real thing that women have, and a lot of women don't know they have it, and they have reoccurring miscarriages. And women with estrogen dominance are known to have low progesterone or none at all. Then he proceeds to say to me, no, when you have low progesterone, that just means you didn't ovulate. I looked at him and I was like, are you serious? So you're saying I got pregnant without ovulating? What, is my name Mary? Like, am I the Virgin Mary? Like, what are you even talking about? And he looked at me and he's like, "Oh no, no, you are pregnant. You are pregnant." I'm not saying that. I said exactly. So that means I had enough progesterone, you know, um, to ovulate. I'm not sure if it's progesterone that makes you ovulate. I think it may be the estrogen. I'm not completely sure, but all I know is after you ovulate, your progesterone is supposed to increase so that you can get pregnant and stay pregnant. So, but that doesn't happen for me. My estrogen, I've been tested before, it's low, and there are things I could do to reverse that, but I have to be very diligent about it. And one of them, yes, is losing weight, but there's also a whole other side to it that I'm going to do a whole nother video on. But he just pissed me off. I was on the verge of yelling at him and crying at the same time. And so then I had to go get my shot, and the lady who took me to get my shot, she worked at the birthing center, and she was really nice, and I went into the room, I just broke down, started crying. And I didn't tell her that I didn't tell her I was miscarrying, but she just asked me, "Is this your first pregnancy and everything?" And I was like, "Yeah." So then she told me why I had to get the shot. And so I did that, and um, I was just waiting for my next results, which were on, I think, no, I had to go get my blood tested again on Wednesday because they were so shocked that the levels went up. So I went on Wednesday to get no, I'm jumping ahead now. I was so upset by what that doctor told me, that he wanted me to end my pregnancy, and that he told me I didn't know what I was talking about with my estrogen dominance, that after I was done with the shot, I called my work and told my boss that I was just going to go home. So that's what I did, and my boss is such a jerk too, my supervisor. I say to him, and he knew what was going on because I told him, and he says, well, what should I put down for your time for going home? And I just said to him, listen, I don't care what you put. I have more than enough time. Put down a reason. I really don't care. And I hung up. Um, I'm going to do the next part, and then that will be it. But so yeah, so there's going to be 3 parts. So follow along to the next one.